Hello friends and comrades, it's me, the rain on your parade, and welcome back to Foundation and to our lovely coastal town. So last time we already began plans for establishing our expansion to the town. We laid down some really good foundations and just in general came up with some good ideas. Wait, is that not paused? Hold up. And then I noticed, it is paused, and then I noticed that our people are very unhappy, and I moused over and oh boy, uh-oh, here we go. So I know that I promised that today we are going to deal with this expansion. I am more interested in what's happened over here. I think it's just the rain that's made this problem, but I think that's a good indicator of the fact that we just aren't producing enough food. And I don't know, like, it can't be the wheat or the flour because we still have tons of wheat and we still have tons of flour. So we do just need some bakery. So I was like, I guess it's the rain, but I mean, maybe it's not the rain. If that's the issue, it's probably not the rain. Also, all these people need to be upgraded because I can't have these shacks inside of our castle, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's work on that a little bit. First of all, why isn't there a bakery here? I'm gonna add another bakery here. I know that we already have 10 million and that they don't fit anywhere because we don't have places for people to live. But you know what? We're gonna put a bakery in here. It's gonna work nice. Oh, it can't be turned the same way as the one next to it. We're just gonna turn it this way. It's just gonna co-interact. Nope. It's just gonna intersect a little bit with the wall. People lack space for housing. I hate it. But thanks for letting me know. Can't find resources? Lillian. What is Lillian's profession? Okay, I could not find wool nearby. Oh, I guess this sheep farm didn't have any sheep, huh? Okay, let's fix that. Edith can't find resources in granary or warehouse. Okay, charge. Okay, so let's make sure we have food. Now, one thing that I do know also is that there's fish here. So perhaps it's just time for us to possibly think about expanding just like a couple fisher people down here. And, you know, we can think about the rest later. Just making sure that we've got some people who can fish down here just to produce a little bit of extra food. And these guys can take the fish. We don't even need to add a new granary. So let's do that. Let's add some fishers' huts. Which way around is it? That way around. Oh, we don't even have the 20 gold to build it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, a crisis is a crisis. No matter whether you're level 1 billion or not level. No matter whether you have 1 million citizens or 12. It's always going to slow you down. So let's resolve this crisis before we expand anything ever. I do wonder, like, I thought it was going to be the rain that was the problem, right? Because it's raining and suddenly we're out of food and our bread is low. But at the same time, I guess it was just all those promotions, but we didn't promote that many people. You know, we basically just added a few more commoners, a few more citizens. So I'm a bit at a loss right now, but we'll figure it out. We always do. So I just want to actually mark all of this as forbidden just so that this road doesn't keep getting renewed. But I do want to add this. I want to add some gathering huts here already. Again, we are broke. Great. I love it. Thanks. Okay, there we go. And there we go. And extraction zone, yoink. So hopefully that's gonna make it easier on us. I do think maybe a lot of the sort of starvation anger is probably also coming just from over here because these people live here and there is no market nearby. And I also wouldn't be surprised if these people also have trouble getting to a market. So let's fix that a little bit. I want to add some stuff. I want to add one market stall up here, or two possibly, just, you know, in places where we can sneak them in without them being too obvious and grand. And then I also want to make sure that the people down here also have perhaps a market stall. Oh look, the mission is done. Perfect. That'll be perfect for the construction of our markets. So I think here we definitely are gonna need cloth, luxury, and food. So that's all a thing. And down here, I think we just want to add like a little bit of food because we do have, you know, giant markets over there. So this is less about, well, these markets were mostly about fulfilling an aesthetic. I mean, they also serve an actual purpose, but they mostly serve an aesthetic. These ones are going to be the exact opposite. These are just purpose, and we're going to work in a little bit of aesthetic as much as we can. So, you know, I'm just thinking like corners like these that almost looks like it's part of this building here. So we could perhaps have, oh, what was that? We could perhaps have, yeah, this did something. We could perhaps have, oh, the soldiers are here. So let's just pause so that we have the 1,000 gold. You know, we could do a little thingy here. I hope they'll be able to get close. And should we just start construction, quite honestly? Like, I'm not thinking that we're gonna add much else. Maybe a little bench to that building. Okay, so that's gonna be one market. That was a food one. And I want to add... Do we want it all to be the same building? Is that going to make it easier? Sure, let's make it that way. So we also want to make a luxury thing. And maybe we can sneak that one in over... We know that they couldn't get over in there. So maybe it could just be, like, over here. This building doesn't have a door here. So that's an option. Or back here... It is also going to mean that, you know, people are going to have to walk around to get to stuff in the town, which I like the idea of that, because that means that, you know, that this castle is going to look a little bit more lively when it's not just a bunch of prop buildings. You know what? Let's see if we can stick it in here. I don't know if they'll get to the back. So let's figure it out. Maybe just like that. Like that. Or like that. Like that. You know, it kind of looks like it's maybe an extension to this building over here. That kind of works. I'm not 100% sold on this one, but I think it's fine. And then a goods stall. I mean, I guess it could just be down here. Let's see where we're gonna put it. We could just do it right here. Think that they could get in the back there. Or we could take it further down. You know, we could just sneak it in here by these buildings. So, you know, there's already a chair there, so it could just be like, just like that, perhaps. And that's the way to mask it, to pretend that it's something other than a market. Yeah, I feel like that could possibly work. So let's make those happen. And maybe actually another one further down here. Pop, pop, pop. If I can make it look like it's part of this building somehow, I will be pleased. But I don't think I've shaped this building correctly. Plus, this is already meant to be the quarry master's office. Maybe that building. So, how do we pull that one off? Maybe with some fencing. Let's see. There is a fence I guess if we do this, does that kind of work? Let's see. I'm gonna say possibly. Let's just make it look a little bit better. It's a little bit stilted. Just want to make sure that it's not 100% stilted, just like a tiny amount stilted. You know what? Let's try it. Just remove these intermediates that we've put down. So if it isn't clear what I was doing here, these are essentially... Wait, did I delete one that was intentional? Oh well, whatever. So when you're putting down things, when you're like, if I wanted to put it down here, it would be like, oh, it's too far. So, you know, if I want to put something here, what I do is that, and then I can put it down here. That's all I was doing. Right, good. Let's just undo that. I wonder if they're gonna find a way to remove this feature. Like, I can't even call it a cheat, because you're not really cheating anything. It just makes it easier to group things together, you know. And over here I wanted to add a little market stall, because I don't think anyone's gonna live here anyway. We could also just, you know, add it in here, because this building is not gonna evolve any more to any larger size. So again, it could just be, you know, not covered with anything. So that's a potential option. And you know what? We might as well do it that way. Just some stalls, just some inconspicuous stalls in the middle of everywhere. But I think those really will benefit this area, because I wonder if it's too far for these people to walk anywhere useful. So that's hopefully going to assist. In other news, yeah, so we are building a bakery. We are adding berry pickers. We obviously, oh, we do have people who are unemployed. That's perfect. So these guys are going to start working here. I also would like you guys to, yeah, so I don't want this road. I guess this is fine. Gathering hut was completed. Well, I already know that. Oh, I guess Fisher's hut was completed. Right, so we also want these fishermen. We currently do not have anyone that is able to take over this job, but I do remember that last time we employed a bunch of people here that did not need to be employed here. Sorry, people. But I've got better jobs for you that are more productive and more needed in society. Oh, look at that. People are very hungry. Let's just consult with our trade shenanigans. I think we might as well always import food if we don't have enough. I guess we're already doing that. Oh, I guess we're also just out of money, so the importing of stuff doesn't help us right now. Can we sell anything that we don't need? I think we're always selling tools. We're always selling planks. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, you know, I guess we're just doing our best. Ooh, Middle is selling fish. Are we buying fish if we don't have enough? We are. We are already buying foods. We're already doing the thing that I thought it would be intelligent to do. Turns out past me and current me have some things in common, I guess. Market is complete, and I'm gonna bet it's not in that corner. Why do I always fall for those clicks, even though I should have learned by now? We just don't know. Alright, let's see if this market can actually handle this. So, we are gonna sell... We don't actually have enough food stalls here, but I'm gonna put berries and bread. And... I think we have one stall that we didn't intend to have. I'm gonna look for that. Honey. Yeah, I don't think we were intending to have 2 luxury stalls, so let's find them. It's probably one of my intermediates that didn't get deleted. So there's one luxury thingy here. And the other... Ooh, I mean, that would technically be nice. I actually prefer that one, but we are gonna move it a little bit. So, luxury goods stall, I apologize, but you have to go, but we will rebuild you. Just like... Oh, I don't want to cut off the path there. I mean, I guess this is fine. If they can get behind... And according to the blue lines, they should be able to get behind. So let's do it. And of course, once again, we don't have the workers. But luckily, we do have some workers which I think don't need to be doubled up, like these ones. Because, I mean, technically these guys are just picking up stone from right next to them, and these are already full. So they don't really need to be here. They don't really need to have these jobs. So, pretty pleased with that. Instead, I just want to check in with the envoy. What do you want? Bread. Dude, everybody wants bread. We're keeping the bread. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was just rearranging the jobs, wasn't I? So let's just assign these jobs. And I want you guys to also... What are we gonna sell? What kind of food stuff? I mean, I guess these markets are selling everything, right? Fish, berries, beep. Yeah, so you are going to sell... I guess you're gonna sell bread because you're next to bakeries. That makes sense. And clothes. So this should just make it easy to distribute stuff. But yeah, this is one of those things that always seems to happen whenever you start promoting people to the higher classes, is that you'll suddenly start running out of food. But luckily we do have, you know, we do have some fish, so hopefully that's gonna offset the losses. How is our beer doing? We still have tons of beer. That's always good. Ooh, speaking of drinks, I have tea this time. I didn't have tea last time. Oh, ow. Still very hot. Been talking for 17 minutes and it's still extremely hot tea. Why do I always fall for that? I think this has been fixed in the next one, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so you can sell honey here. Alright, the bad weather is over. Let's see if things normalize now. I think one possible explanation for why things went south so intensely is that it wasn't just, you know, one thing. It wasn't just, oh, we have low bread production. But what did the big number on the bread production is the fact that, well, bread is one of the foods that we eat. The other one is berries, and berries are also tremendously affected by the rain. So maybe we just started using so many berries that we weren't producing, or rather we, you know, had a sudden deficit in berry production that resulted in what it resulted in. So that might be a better explanation. You were stuck while going to socket? Socket. Oh no. Which is socket 3? I mean, my guess would be that one. Oh, but it's a very nice house. I don't want to delete it. I mean, I guess it's easier to delete the thing. Or maybe... Is that socket 3? It's slot 2, so I guess it's not socket 3, is it? I mean, what if we tell you no more hops? Socket 3. Why are they trying to get to socket 3? Why can't you just enter one of the other ones? This is something that really frustrates me about this, is what is the point of having multiple entrances to a building if a specific one entrance needs to be used for something? I don't understand it. Is this one socket 3? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just rearrange this granary at this point. I'm over it. I'm over it! There. Is it gonna be better now that we've destroyed everyone's life and the dreams? Oh, we already have a well here. We don't have wells here. I should have remembered that wells are also kind of important in life. Do we have wells here? We have one here. Might as well add one here. There is room. And then this building's gonna upgrade and it's gonna be like, there's a well in the way. It's like, whose fault is that then? I didn't build my building. I didn't build my well over your building. You built your building over my well. Anyway, let's see if our food problems go away. I would also love to see, like, who is lacking church. Because, you know, there's very different thing if someone over here is lacking church and if someone over there is lacking church. But I'm gonna assume that mostly people who are complaining of things that everyone else has, probably these guys, if it's a small amount. Otherwise, I mean, we could always build a little chapel in here. You know, maybe over here we could add a little chapel. A church. Even though there's a big church over here, but whatever. You know, just a tiny little church. Oh my god, churches are so bulky. Just a tiny little church. You know, like that. I mean, we could always just do a fake church or a fake not church, like a legacy. Nope. Is it legacy rustic church? Is it the one that I'm looking for? Yeah, it's the fake one that, like, you can pretend it's not a church. You can pretend it's someone's home. Just be like, people live here. This is normal. You know, there's just a very plain looking house that someone lives in. Don't judge. Don't judge people's tastes. Some people have tacky taste and other people have big kind of churchy looking buildings. Look, they have a nice little extension up top. It's not weird. It's not weird at all. Why would you suggest that it's weird to have a house like this? This is just a normal house. And not a church. It's just someone lives there. It looks so bad. It looks exactly like a church that's pretending it's not a church, and no point does it look like anything else. But you know what? Sure. Sure. Sometimes we must be content with what we are given. Sometimes you gotta roll with the cards that you're dealt, you know? And the cards that we're dealt is that church situation. Also, we should get rid of these trees, because if we're gonna farm here, if it's gonna be pastures, we gotta make sure that there's no trees. And there, why is there a little tree there? Yoink, yoink the tree. Yoink it out by its roots. All right, so let's look at our food. Yeah, okay. It looks like our food problems are going away, which is always nice to see. Because, you know, you don't want to have food problems this late in the game. Like, you know, if you're playing efficiently, which I know I'm not. I'm playing aesthetically, so I know that I'm constantly gonna run into trouble. But if you're playing efficiently, there is no excuse to be running out of food at this level, I guess, is what I'm saying. Even though, you know, that's the thing that I'm holding myself to. Like, I know that I'm not playing optimally, and if you want to comment like, hey, if you do this, you won't run out. I know I'm bad. Also, I feel really like I shouldn't promote these people. Like, you know what I should have done is I should have just kept these people as newcomers until it was time to build everything. And then I can promote everyone at once, and then we will start building everything at once, and people will start moving in. It's gonna be big, you guys. So that's gonna be my next plan. So we are no longer gonna be promoting these people until we are ready. And also, I'm just gonna check here in case there's anyone who's like a tax collector or something that I forgot to up rank. I think there isn't. Alright, that's enough promotions. It's enough promotions. Right, yeah. Should we work on this monastery next? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to build the monastery first and then build the rest of the town around it, or if I want to build the area first, or if I want to build everything at the same time. I feel like that would be really cool. That would be really ambitious, and I don't want to promise it, because remember last time when I promised I would be building that castle, and then it stressed me out so much that I didn't make a single video in a month. I don't want to repeat that mistake. That was definitely a big boo-boo that I did. And I don't want to repeat it, so we're not going to repeat it. I'm not going to promise that we're going to do a massive time lapse of all the buildings. Maybe we'll just do part of the town. Maybe we'll do everything. I guess you'll just have to find out. And I know that's not the most exciting teaser, but it's what we've got on this channel. Okay. But before we go there, do we have everything? We're building that little fake church. Fake, not church. We've built this bakery. Let's make sure that the bakery has people employed. Where? I feel like, I hate this. I hate this. But you know what? There's space for another bakery. You know, if nothing else, there is space for a bakery, and there is 90 flour and 0 bread here, so bakery it is. Lovely. Look, it fits perfectly. And there's a well right there, so it makes sense. We're gonna build that bakery, even though I think then they're gonna start complaining they have nowhere to live. Technically, they do have a space to live. Like, this has capacity for 6, but only 1 person lives in here. Why is there a soldier in here? Don't soldiers have... Excuse me, soldiers. Don't you have dorms? Yeah, we have 24 soldiers, about 19 occupation in our dorms. What is this? Anyway, this means we can have, you know, these bakers if we promote them to commoners. We just need to make sure that we promote some people to commoners, and then I think we'll have space. Look, this is capacity 6. We have 2 people in here. Yeah. Oh, look, another soldier. What is this? Yeah, we just need to promote some of these people, and then we'll have space. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. What is problem? Thank you for bringing me back. Oh, you're still having problems entering that house. Well, you know what? That's just gonna be her life. Oh, look, faithful attendance. People are still lacking church. I wonder where they are, because I don't know. It's impossible to tell at this point. Maybe we just need another fake not church back here as well. We'll figure that one out. But yeah, so next time I do want to get started with the construction of this town. And I have some ambitious thoughts. I'm not gonna promise them. Promises don't go over well. But, you know, next time you might be looking at this, it might look very different. But other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you had a lovely lovely video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to do all the things that you do when you've enjoyed a video. And you can also check out some of the stuff that is on screen, or my Twitch in the description, because I also Twitch stream sometimes. And I think that's everything. Have a lovely rest of your life. Thank you for watching, and good night.